What is up, people? It's your boy Keith from The Fragrant Life. And yes, I have been absent for a little while. Once again, I have a lot of things going on. And as y'all can see, there's a little bit of clutter that you can see behind me. There's stuff right here next to me. I have racks in here. I have shoes everywhere. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But we're going to talk about Creed's Viking versus Creed's Viking. Stay tuned. Welcome back, y'all. So as I was speaking of in the opening of the video, I've been absent once again. If y'all haven't noticed, I only do maybe 1 or 2 videos at the most a week now. So with that being said, I have another venture that I'm on right now, another path or journey, as you will. I haven't been the biggest advocate for eBay. I've heard and seen a lot of the stories about eBay and the things that happen to people on eBay. And I've experienced a lot of that myself. And it's kind of hard to get away from it. Even here in Fragcom, you have trolls, you have people scamming, people trying to get over on you. And it's the same way with eBay. So I have opened my own eBay store, and I'm also on Mercari also. No, there are no fragrances up as of right now, except for 2. I have, 2 from, I can't remember the name of them now. Aqua de Parma, I'm sorry. I have 2 Aqua de Parma fragrances up on Mercari. They've been up for a while now. I've got a lot of likes and a lot of people looking at the fragrances. I guess the price just isn't right for them, but I'm not giving these away for free. In the past, I've posted fragrances and I've let them go for as low as $20, depending on what they were. These are actually a little bit more expensive and they're practically brand new. I've sprayed them once or twice just to test. I've actually worn one of them once, and the performance on my skin is not what I would like in them. They weren't what people said them weren't. I can't even talk right now. They weren't to me what people made them out to be in videos that I've seen. They smelled just average to me. So that's just my standpoint. And if you want to check them out, then check me out on Mercari. I'll try to leave that link to eBay, my eBay store and my Mercari store in the description down below. So check that out. As far as YouTube videos, I've said this in another video, I'm at a crossroads. It's not as exciting for me as it used to be. I was talking to my daughter about this a little earlier, and for me, the thrill is not there like it used to be. And I'm kind of blaming us, the reviewers, because we put this content out and it gives you all an avenue to run out and go to these rack stores and y'all buy up or gobble up all the good deals before most of the time we can get there and get them now. So for the most part, there's not as many what I would consider hidden gems out there. If you're a newbie to the game, then there's a lot of stuff out there, which is where I was at one particular point in time. I was going to the stores. I was finding all these cheapy type fragrances that are still, in some cases for me, still great. A lot of this stuff that's coming out now, even designer, is just not exciting to me. It's not moving me. A lot of it is smelling the same, and it seems like everybody just wants to clone the same fragrances over and over and over. And I'm not going to go out there to the rack stores and keep wasting my money on buying the same fragrances over and over and over. So that's just where I am at a standpoint right now. If I find a real hidden gem in a rack store at a decent price, I'll definitely pick it up. But I'm not going to continue to run out and buy the same fragrances over and over and over. I'm not going to keep talking about the same fragrances over and over and over. I'm just going to basically do my own thing like I've always been doing, and it just is what it is. So those videos from me are going to be far and in between. You may get 1 or 2 videos a week from me. You may get one. That's just the way it is right now. But I'm going to talk about Creed's Viking versus Creed's Viking. And some of you are going to hear this and even see the title to the video and think, huh? Yeah, Creed's Viking, which is the actual Creed's Viking, a fragrance that I've wanted in my collection since getting my nose on a sample of it. I absolutely loved it. I actually love this fragrance over the actual Creed Aventus, believe it or not. This is, to me, more sophisticated, more classy. I love that peppermint note that is in here, and I'll give you the note breakdown on this a little later. I like Creed Aventus. It never has been like a king of anything type fragrance to me personally. I do like some of the other clones of it. Those clones actually got me compliments, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, he's talking crazy again. Well, that's just my personal opinion. If you like Creed Aventus, hooray for you. Let me give you your kudos right now. Hooray. To me, it's just an okay fragrance. I've worn it several times. I didn't get the reaction that I expected to get from it. It smells good. And that's what a lot of people are going to say. You should wear a fragrance for you just because you like it. And that's what I do. I like Creed Aventus. It's just not high on my list. I could think of 13 other fragrances that I would wear over Creed Aventus. This being one of them. I love the scent of this. Now, I wanted to get my girlfriend's reaction to the other fragrance versus this one last night, and I got her reaction. Didn't get it on camera, but this one is from Lady in Red International, and this is their replica of Creed Aventus. And they were generous enough to send me out just about everything they had when they first started rolling. I have every fragrance except for the new one. I think they're venturing out and doing other fragrances now. I think they have a Baccarat Rouge 540 clone now. So if you are a Lady in Red International fan, definitely go check out their Baccarat Rouge 540 replica. I haven't smelled that version yet, but I do also have it myself, as you can see right there. I have a full bottle of it, or just about a full bottle, I should say. Thanks to Travis Gearhart from Dapper Fragrances for that purchase. But in all honesty, you can see the difference in the juice. You can tell this juice is clear, and this one is like a yellow piss looking color. They do smell similar, but there's a difference, and one of these is actually better than the other one, if you ask me. Now, if you're looking for something just to be in the same realm, the same ballpark, but for a cheaper price, definitely go with this one. This one runs you, I think, about, I want to say 35 max. I could be wrong. I want to say 25, but I think it's 35. For this one, which is not bad, and you're getting a 50 ml bottle, some great juices. Their Creed Aventus is great. I have their, what is it? I had their women's version of Aventus. I gave that to Trey for his ex old lady at the time. What is the other one? Green Irish Tweed. I have that one. I have their, I think, original Santal and something else I have of theirs, but all of those are fantastic fragrances, but there is a difference. So first up, I'm going to put the note breakdown for Viking up on the screen. And Viking cologne, I have not smelled that yet. I do want to get my nose on it. I actually wanted a bottle of it, but I kept hearing mixed reactions on that fragrance when it first dropped. And it kind of got me not even wanting it anymore. So, but I love this actual one. So here's the note breakdown for this one. And I didn't look the note breakdown up for this one. I'm just going to assume it's supposed to be the same. But like I said, one of these is going to be a lot better than the other one. So I know the note breakdown cannot be the same. But for the actual Creed Viking, This smells phenomenal. I sprayed this on my left hand last night, and I sprayed this one on my right hand, and I let my girlfriend smell them. And at first, she said she liked this one, the replica version. She says, I like this one. It smells good. It's like that peppermint note. She didn't really pick up on that, but she said she actually said it smelled better than this one. This is pretty much what she said. It smelled better than the actual one. And I said, well, can you tell the difference? And she said, no. And I said, well, I guess me being in the fragrance community or the fragrance thing, as long as I've been, about 4 years now, I can tell the difference. And I said, I'm going to let it dry down a little bit, and then I'm going to let you smell my hands again and then see what you think later on. So I let her smell them again. She changed her mind. She said that this one is stronger, but it has like that Christmas kind of green, Christmas tree kind of vibe that you get from a tree. Like you smelling the pine needles or whatever the needles are on a Christmas tree. She said she was getting that kind of vibe from it, and she don't like that vibe. She also mentioned that around Christmas time, she don't like going to like Bath and Body Works because they put out all that holiday fragrance smells, and it smells like Christmas trees, and she don't like that smell. So she changed her mind on this one. This one, on the other hand, gave off a vibe. You do get that peppermint vibe in this one, but in this one, that vibe is super strong. And this one does not change like this one does. This one stays pretty linear. It stays pretty much that same peppermint kind of vibe. It smells good. It's masculine. It's strong. And I like it. I've worn this quite a bit over the time. Now, this one, I actually didn't wear all of this. And it's probably just above this red line here, or just below it, rather, if I could hold it still. It's probably right at the line. But I bought this on Mercari for a very nice price. So, but this one, it does give off a different vibe. You do get that peppermint kind of vibe in the opening, but there's a little more in this. And on the dry down, I got some green. I got like, besides green, I got like this citrusy kind of aromatic vibe from it. I believe there's like bergamot, maybe lemon. I know there's rose in this in the dry down. It's earthy. It's a very nice fragrance. It does change a whole lot from the opening. Unlike the Lady in Red version, it stays pretty much linear. It stays the same. You get that, just basically the peppermint. I don't really pick up a whole lot of the other notes, if at all, that you would get from this one, which is what makes this one so much better. Which is why sometimes when it comes to cologne houses, depending on who it is you're dealing with, it's better to sample first to see what you're going to get. Now, if you're okay with spending, less, like $25, $35 for a cologne of a fragrance, especially one like this one, and you don't mind it being linear where it doesn't change a whole lot, then definitely give it a shot. But if you want the real deal, if you want the whole experience from the actual Viking, then definitely get you a Viking, man. If you don't want to spend that money for Creed, because I know Creed is pretty much on the decline for some people. I'm not one of those people who's big on Creed fragrances anyway. I do own them, but I found all of mine at reasonable prices. Then definitely take the high road and get you some samples from like Royalty Scents or something like that, which doesn't sponsor this video, but I do use Royalty Scents. And they have a great niche selection of fragrances. So definitely check out Royalty Scents and just get you a sample. They'll send you out a decent size sample. If you're not one of those people who wears the same fragrances, one fragrance over and over and over, then that sample will last you a pretty significant amount of time. But I'm not going to recommend people go out and purchase Viking unless you're getting like an older batch of it. the newer batches, and I'm not big on batches. I can sit there and tell you I'm not one to be sitting on here calling out batch codes and all this different kind of stuff. I'm not into fragrance that deep. It's not that serious to me. I like smelling good, and that's just it for me. But if you're going to get a batch, I suggest probably getting an older batch. Yeah, you're going to pay a lot for it unless you get like a decan of it or something like that. But Creed Viking is a very, very great fragrance in my personal opinion. I love it. It may just be my scent of the day for tomorrow. I have worn this one several times over. I like the smell of this one, but after wearing this one, I got this just for nostalgia's sake. Just to have it in the collection because I smelled it and I actually liked it. So I don't want to use all of this up, but I may wear this tomorrow. But this has been a great staple in my collection. This has filled the void before I even picked this one up. This has definitely filled that void for me. But upon getting my nose on this one again, I haven't worn this in a long time since having it. Getting my nose on this one again, I will have to say that this one is the better choice of the two. But like I said, if you're one of those who watch the videos only to find cheapies and great alternatives to these more expensive niche fragrances, then definitely check out Lady in Red International. They have a great selection of fragrances. Their Creed Aventus, I can't lie, is a great smelling fragrance. And for those of you who have been disappointed with the way Creed has been handling their fragrances or the direction that they're going with their fragrances or whatever the case may be with Creed, I highly recommend that particular fragrance. Now, if you want another alternative, then Kevin Holtz over at Sensual Obsession has King of Kings, which is a phenomenal fragrance. I've talked about that one again in the past, and I'm probably going to mention it again in the future. But yeah, Lady in Red International is not bad. It's a Lanier fragrance. You don't get the citrus, you don't get the rose, you don't get all that other stuff that you get from this one. But it does smell nice. It smells really, really good. I like it. With that being said, y'all, I am out of here. Hope this video helped. Here's to smelling great. Peace.